What's up everyone, this is Vince with MarvelousMarketing.online here with another video today on Instagram Insights. In the last video, we learned all about the Instagram algorithm, so now it just makes sense to go to Instagram Insights so you can use it to leverage your page and grow on the platform. So if that interests you in any kind of way, then keep on watching today's video. So I'm sure you've heard about the Instagram Insights. It's the data that shows you how well your content's doing on the platform and what exactly is going on after you post something. It is the data that shows how your content's doing within the last 7 days, the last 30 days, 2 months, and even up to 90 days. This is so helpful because this will show you what kind of content you need to create and what kind of things you need to be doing in order to leverage this and grow on the platform even more than you already are, because I know you're doing it right now. You're growing. Before we get into the material, I want to make sure you already liked it, you subscribe, and you already hit the bell notification so you're notified every single time I drop a video. Now let's get into it. Or in order to show you what's going on with Instagram Insights, I'm going to hop into my phone. So the very first thing I want to touch on when it comes to the Insights is where it is, so how to find it. So what we're going to do is we're going to first find the Insights. So you go to the bottom right of the screen of your homepage for our Instagram, and you click on your profile photo on the bottom right, and then you click Insights, which is located in the middle of the screen. Then you're going to be brought to the Insights overview page. This is going to show you your account's reach, the content that interacted with you, and your audience, your total followers. You scroll down, it's also going to show you the content that you shared recently. So like I said earlier, you can change this between 7, 30 days, all that stuff. It'll show you your posts that you posted, stories, also your reels. If you posted IGTVs live or you created an ad, that's all going to be found on the Insights overview page once you click on the Insights button. I want you to remember that the Insights overview is made of 3 components. It's made of reach, impressions, and your audience. So I often get the question, what's the difference between reach and impressions? So reach is a total number of unique accounts that have seen your content, while impressions is the total number of times your content was displayed. And this can be by the same user over and over again. So if someone keeps going back to your content, each one counts as an impression. The first thing we're going to talk about are the accounts reached. You can find this in the top part of your insights. You'll see on my page that I'm showing you right now, it says you received 650+% more content interactions compared to August 28th and September 3rd. And this is because if you look at the top part of the Insights overview, you can click this button, you see last 7 days. You can change it, the dates you want to see your metrics in. So I can click the last 14 days, I can click last 30 and previous more. You can actually see up to 90 days after that, 90 days before the date right now to see how your content's been doing. So the first thing we're gonna actually go into are the accounts reached. So right now, if you look at the numbers, it says my account reached 5,819 accounts, which is a plus 137%, which it's good. When you see a positive number, of course it feels good and of course it feels great. So in my case, like this is a good number. So then this is gonna bring you to the other page, which is gonna show you all of the data between the accounts that you reach. Once you click on the button, you'll see the number of accounts reached. I didn't run any ads or any promotions within the last 7 days. That's why that is 0. So the reach has all been organic, which is pretty cool. It'll show you your followers and your non-followers based on reach. Out of my followers and unfollowers, I've reached 104% more accounts that weren't following you compared to the other week. And then it'll show you content type. So the content type is, of course, your reels, your posts, your stories, your IGTV videos. This shows you how much reach did each one have. And as you can see in the reels, it has the most. It has 3,732 compared to posts, which is 3,214. Stories is only 361, and IGTV videos, I haven't really posted IGTV videos recently, so that's why that number is so low. This goes back to me telling you and everybody telling you to post more reels, because as you can see, if you look at the content type, the reels is doing really, really well. It's the one that's performing the most, that's reaching more of the accounts that aren't following me. So you gotta create more reels. Reels are the go-to right now. And after you scroll down from the content type, you'll see the top post. So this is based on reach. And right now you'll see from September 8th, September 6th, September 8th did pretty well. It has 2,313 reach, 2,313 accounts, and my last one did 1,366. If you click on this right arrow, it'll actually show you all of your top posts have reached the most people. So right now we have the top one, which has 6,707. We have the next one at 5,187. And what's cool about this page is there's so many metrics. There's so many different things you can click. You can click any. You can change the kind of content type that you want. I have photos, videos, carousel posts. For reach, you can change it to, okay, when what piece of content got the most likes. Let's click that one. And it'll show you, oh, your barbecue one recently, that did 327 likes. Okay, you can change it too. You can go back to which one created the most profile visits. It'll show that one did, the one that had actually the most reach. And then you can also change the dates of when you want the metrics shown. So like I said earlier, we have a time period. We have last 7 days, 30 days, 3 months, 6 months, last year, and up to 2 years. That's a lot of data, and that's pretty cool that they can show you all of that through there. The accounts reached homepage, you actually see, scroll down, you get top posts, top stories based on reach, top reels based on reach. You'll see the impressions that all of your content created. According to the insights from August 20th to September 3rd, I had 17,740, which is a plus 157% of the impressions. And like I said earlier, the impressions are how many times your content is viewed. It could be viewed by the same person over and over again. And then also it shows profile activity, profile visits, website taps, and email button tap. And the next part we're gonna talk about is the content interaction. And content interaction is how people interact with your content. Whether that's they like the post, they make a comment, they share, they save it. Look at mine, there's 870 content interactions within the last week. It says a plus 650% over the last week as well. Post interactions is the very top one, is what it shows. It says 603, which is a 6,600% up. Wow, look at that. That's pretty good. It shows you the likes, the comments, and the saves. So of course, when someone likes it, you know what that is, comments on it, and then saves it for later. That's also a big driving point to get more people to see your content. If someone saves it, Instagram's like, wow, they saved that content. Let's push it to more people to see if more people are gonna save it. And then it also shows you the top posts based on likes. Once again, you're brought to the page of what is your post that most people have liked within the last year right here. And it'll give you the numbers right below it so you can see it directly. Go back, we go to top post, and of course, top story interactions. So in story interactions, it shows you the percentage of how many people have interacted with your story recently within the last week. The top stories, so we're gonna click on that based on replies, and then it'll show you all of the stories that has received the most replies. So the first one I have is 5, 5, 4. Whether that's someone who messages you back or likes it, just any kind of interaction they put on your story, it gets counted in this section. You can change the replies, you can say who clicked back on it, who looked back on it, so who went back, so that one did the most. You can see who exited, what kind of content people left it on. So if they see your story, then they leave. This is another one that counts it. Link clicks, reach. There's a lot of metrics that you can actually get from Instagram Insights in itself. Okay, then going back to it, we can go to the Reels interactions, which shows you the likes, the comments, the saves, the shares there too. And right below it, it'll show you which ones have performed the best based on likes. So that's only if someone likes it. That doesn't mean this isn't based off the reach. Like I said earlier about how many views that your reel gets. This is based on how many people have actually liked the content. And then of course it gets into IGTV video interactions. I haven't posted any recently, so that's why that's really low. And live video interactions as well as top live videos. If you put more of that content out there, you'll see all of those numbers spike up. The next section of the Instagram Insights is of course the audience, your audience. We'll see the number of followers that you currently have, the growth, overall follows versus unfollows, your top 5 locations where more of your followers are, the age range between each follower, so whether they're 13 to 17, 18 to 24, you can actually categorize and change it to the men and women. So how many men within these age ranges are following me, and how many women within these age ranges are following me. Going back to the top, we see actually the amount of growth that you received September 8th, which is pretty cool. You can change the dates of when someone unfollows you or follows you. Past week, I've had 32 unfollows and gained 17 followers. So that's a negative 15 score right there. So apparently, people keep unfollowing me, so stop unfollowing me, guys. I'm trying to grow this account, okay? Okay, thank you. And then you scroll down and then you actually can see the gender, so how many more women versus men follow me, as well as the most active times. So you can change this between the days and the hours. So we can go a different day. And what's also cool is that if you click a number, it'll actually show you how many people are live or the predicted amount of people that are online during that time. This is for your audience. And remember that this audience, this is your very own audience. This isn't based on somebody else's or another person who does the same kind of content. This is directly based on your own followers and your own audience. How can you use this to better perform on the platform, on Instagram? So what you can do is you go to your insight, you see that, okay, which of my content has performed well? What am I gonna look at? Which one of my pieces of content have reached the most people? So if you go on the accounts reached, like I showed you earlier, you go to your top post based on reach, and according to this, my barbecue one did really well. So what I would do is I would look at this and I would be like, okay, let me view the insights, because that's the other cool thing about Instagram Insights is you can get the direct insights for each post that you make by clicking on the post and then going to view insights. And you'll see, oh, it did 327 people liked it, 54 comments, 8 messages, 8 shares, and then 9 saves. And then it'll actually show you the impressions from the homepage, from the Explore, from profile, from others. So you have all of these numbers that directly link to this post. And so I would look at this post and be like, wow, I wonder why this did really well. Based on statistics and all that stuff, posts with your face always do better than just posts alone, like without your face. So I know that was a big factor in this. I did several photos of it, as well as a video and then a photo at the end. And that could have helped too, because it's a carousel post, and I've heard that carousel posts do better alone than just a regular photo on here or just one video. Carousel posts do better because they allow someone to stay longer on the platform. Instead of just someone looking at one photo and that's it, they have to scroll through. And when they scroll through, they allow someone to be there longer on your content, so it just stays longer and then it performs better. So what I would do with that content is I would think, okay, so this performed well because I showed my face. I would start creating more content that shows my face because I know it's gonna perform well. You can also go into the insights of your audience and see when everyone is more active, and you try to post during those time frames in order to reach more people. Going after those time frames and you stay consistent, you'll be able to get that data and see which one has been working best. And ultimately, you only reach between 1% to 5% every single time you post, because remember, being on social media, yes, you're there to help people, entertain, inspire, all of those things, but it's all about your audience. You want to give them more of things that they like. So when you give them more of the things they like, they'll engage with them more. They'll share with their friends more. There's just going to be more positive growth on your end you're going to receive from them, just because you're focusing on your audience and growing your page because of them. Another thing I wanted to point out too is when you're able to look at the content that people have engaged with most, that liked most, you can also just gear all of that content towards those people. So for example, age range. Most of my people are from 25 to 34 that live here in San Diego. So what I can do is I can talk about certain locations here in San Diego. I could be like, wow, at Morning Glory down in Little Italy, where I had this scrumptious French toast dipped in sauce, like just something like that. And just because they've probably been there or they've heard about it, they're more likely to engage with it. They're like, oh yeah, I've been there. I know what they're talking about. I've seen that with my own eyes. And then they're gonna be like, wow, like this stuff is really good. Let me share it with a friend because we can both go there now. I can see what he posted and what he liked, and because of that reason, I'm gonna go there. So it's all about creating content that your audience likes more engagement from it. You'll get more shares, you'll get more say. It's all about your audience. You have to focus on your audience to give them things they like, because it's gonna help you in the long end. They're gonna trust your opinion. They're gonna wanna learn more from you. So just do stuff like that. And that's why Instagram Insights are so important, because it shows you, it gets you a deeper dive on your audience and the people that are liking your content and which content to post. It's just helpful. It's just something to really look at, and it'll really help you grow your account here on Instagram. So whether you're a small business or someone who's just trying to grow their account, send me a message if you really want help growing on social media, because I've been doing it for about 6 years now. I know a lot of different social media strategies, and I'm here to help you. Put my email down below and you can click it and you can send me a message. We can start working together. So let's do it. So if this video was helpful for you, please share this with one of your loved ones that it can help out, that they can benefit from, whether that's a friend, your mom, your dad, your grandma. Maybe your grandma's trying to grow on social media. You don't know. Send it to her, because this would definitely help her out. To like, subscribe, and hit the bell notifications. And most of all, don't forget, be marvelous.